Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, July 19th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Early voting is underway in Palm Coast in the special election that will determine the city's next mayor. Early voting kicked off Saturday and continues through this Saturday, July 24th. Katie Lenhart, the supervisor of elections for Flagler County, has high hopes for voter turnout.
We have mailed 21,000 vote-by-mail ballots. We have back about 6,500. We counted just about 6,000 on Wednesday. So our turnout right now is about 9%. So I'm thinking if we keep this trend going, I don't know what early voting is really going to look like, but usually it mirrors our vote-by-mail turnout, almost neck and neck. With this election, if it does equal early voting, we'll have probably about a 30% turnout. I'm hoping for a 40% turnout, but we'll see. 6
candidates are vying to replace Melissa Holland, who resigned abruptly in May to care for her sick daughter. The candidates include Alan Lowe, David Alfin, Kathy Ostrino, Carol Baca, Doug Courtney, and Cornelia Downing-Manfrey. After the 24th, you got one last chance to vote, and that's in person on the date of the special election, Tuesday, July 27th. Flagler County is not immune to the rising COVID-19 cases we're seeing across the country. John Arking has more.
Gretchen Smith from the Flagler Health Department says that last week they saw 240 COVID cases, up from 88 the week before. So they're now averaging about 50 cases a day. Consequently, they're back out and offering vaccination clinics at various locations this week.
Mondays, we're going to be at Santa Maria del Mar from 5 to 6, so that's in Flagler Beach. Tuesday, we'll be at the Health Department from 4:30 to 6:30. Wednesday, we're going to be at First United Methodist Church from 5 to 6 in Bunnell. And then Fridays, we're going to be at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Church, and we're going to be offering the Pfizer vaccine. It's kind of strange because we've had Pfizer, we've had Moderna, we've had J&J, and now we're back on Pfizer. But we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be offering testing the same time. So we want people to get tested if they have symptoms, to self-isolate, and to, just kind of stay away from people until you know whether you're positive or not. And there's still plenty of opportunity to get vaccinated.
Meanwhile, Advent Health Palm Coast Chief Operating Officer Wally DeCino says they're seeing many younger patients.
When we ended 2020, we were seeing an average age of COVID-positive hospitalized patients averaging in the 60s. In January, it was around low 60s. And from that point on, we started seeing that number decrease. And the average for July so far is in the 40s. So it's much younger than what we saw about 7-8 months ago.
DeCino says the surge of younger patients makes sense considering that when vaccination efforts began, they were focused primarily on older residents who now make up a very small fraction of those that are becoming ill with the disease, which is all the more important for younger residents to get vaccinated. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
We're learning more about Flagler County's new interim administrator. Amy Cherry has the story.
Heidi Petito took over for Jerry Cameron, who retired earlier this month. Petito hails from Columbia County, New York, but has been in South Florida since her senior year of high school. She moved to Flagler County in 2005.
I've worked in government for 31 years, 15 years in public safety, working in law enforcement as a civilian, and spending the last 16 years here in Flagler. I did come up through public works to general services to now the county administrator. I'm married, have 2 grown children and 3 grandchildren. Love Flagler County. I wish I knew about it prior to 2005.
Petito's husband is former Flagler Fire Rescue Chief Don Petito, who retired last year after 15 years at the helm.
A longtime Flagler County employee is retiring. Karen Johnson has more.
Eugene Williams' career with Flagler County began in December 1988 when he was hired as a maintenance technician. It didn't take long for Williams to be promoted to the position of equipment operator, where he worked at multiple levels over the course of his career and was tasked with ensuring the beauty of the county's roadways. 32 years later, and Williams is retiring.
I enjoyed every minute of it. I just like to work. I wasn't going to let nothing stop. Got with the county. That's what I want to do. I stuck with it. Hold your head up. Don't let them get you down. Let's keep going forward. That's the thing to do.
Flagler County officials say Williams is valued for his easygoing nature and willingness to accept any and all assignments for what is conservatively estimated to be 8,320 days of work. And now they say we hope that he enjoys all of his new weekends, which will last 7 days. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
What is the new normal in mental health?
Eddie Browse is the owner and operator of Soul Psychiatry. It's a new telehealth concept to help with mental health issues in Flagler County.
If there's one takeaway about how we're going to adjust with our mental health, it's that we need to continue the real human relationships.
Browse said that while health services can be through telehealth or the phone or online or video chat, the human-to-human contact is what's most important to improve a person's mental health. You can listen to Flagler Health Matters, where this interview came from, every Saturday morning at 11:30 here on WNZF Radio or through the podcast on the Flagler Radio app. Tomorrow, what about Soul? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.